What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just the continuation of the Desmond Bane video where we're looking at the Texas Tech TCU game. And remember, we watched the full games just to get a better understanding of the prospects' strengths and weaknesses as they come out in the flow of a game instead of just watching highlights or segmented scouting videos. So, with that said, let's get right into it. And in the first half, he went he went off, kind of. He had a lot of good shots, some really deep threes. And the second half is going to continue. So let's watch. So again, they use him off the ball, and let's see what he does here. Again, really good job of just getting, again, not really good at getting separation with the dribble, but off the ball, he's just slippery. He's not super quick, but he's really good at just finding space, and we saw it right there again with another wide open three that he hits. And in this game, he was just on. Good job. Really good scramble to get to TJ Holyfield, I think that was. Then he ultimately got the rebound, and now he's running the break. Nothing came out of that, though. So Bane, again, is on him already, just like he was at the start of the first half. Really good job. He got that steal. He won that turnover. He immediately read that little, it looked like a little curl screen, just stuck his arm in there, and he got the ball. Ultimately went off his opponent's thigh. Won the ball back for TCU. Big play. Again, another really good job just getting off the ball, and a really, really tough finish right there. Makes it look easy. He's one of the best off-ball movers, I would say, in this draft. I think he and Nesmith probably are the top two for me right now in my limited scouting, my limited time scouting all these players. I think this is my 26th or 27th player since I've been doing this, so I obviously have a lot more. But right now, I would say Nesmith and Bane are definitely the top two players that I've seen in terms of moving off the ball and getting open shots. Again, right there, you didn't see him come off the screen, but that's still a really tough finish. Like, has anybody ever tried that playing pickup basketball? You know how hard it is to just do a little, that's almost, to have your arm almost fully extended and then try and flick it up. That's really difficult. So that time he got kind of put in no man's land. He was the tag man on the roller, but he also had to worry about David Moretti on the three. And he ultimately chose Moretti on the three, so he's a little bit late tagging the roll man there, and it led to a basket, but not really much he could have done there, if I had to say so myself. Again, now he's pretty tough on the ball right there. Good job. Good job on the switch, and now he's on Jamias Ramsey. Good contest. Solid defensive play. Bane still on Moretti here. Looking for some movement. So we gotta travel, yeah. But in terms of what I look for in draft prospects, so, everybody has their favorite type of prospect, right? And mine is probably taller guards who can shoot really well and are really smart, right? That's kind of my ideal prospect archetype. Desmond Bane kind of fits that prototype for me. So, I might be higher on him than maybe some others are. But then again, you just gotta remember, like, that's my personal preference. I'm looking for these tall guards who can shoot and have really strong basketball IQs. So right there, it looked like I don't know who got the foul there. It might have been Bane. I think it was Dennis. Not quite sure, but that's what I'm guessing. That's another really, really tough shot. But again, you saw him move off the ball, right? So he comes off that pin down and then he immediately curls, gets the ball right on the cut, and it's immediately a floater and he drills it. I really do think he can be a guy like a Malcolm Brogdon type where he just comes in and wins Rookie of the Year. Because if I'm betting on Rookie of the Year, I don't know who I'm betting on. And Desmond Bane, honestly, like, he might not end up being the best player in this class, just like Malcolm Brogdon wasn't the best player in his class, but he still won Rookie of the Year. But Bane, if I'm taking bets for Rookie of the Year and I'm looking at long shot, I mean, I might take Desmond Bane if he gets in the right team. He's just so NBA ready right now, and he's gonna score. And if he gets into the right situation, he'll play a lot early, and he'll make an impact. That time you had to split the difference. Good job recovering out. Again, that's the best you can do in those types of situations because he's basically going 2-on-1. You got a charge there, yeah. Got another timeout. Geez, this game is from back when West Virginia was good this year. Jeez. All right, here we go. So now he's guarding Moretti on ball. So that time got snuck up on by a good screen from Ramsey. Got another foul. This half is a lot more choppy than the first one. That's for sure. And not even with fouls. It's just with all these violations and stoppages and first half flew by, it felt like. It's a big time shot from Shannon. Here's Bane again. He's gonna get a ball screen. They ran a lot of this in the first half. He doesn't seem comfortable passing out of ball screens because a few times he's had that lob man or the over the top pass for the roller available, but he didn't. One time he overthrew him, the other time he didn't hit him. That time it ended up okay because they got a basket and he did well. But again, I think his P&R vision is a little bit limited. And I don't know if that's just because he's not seeing it or if it's just he's not comfortable making those passes. I hope it's the second one, and I think it is the second one as well. Because with his basketball IQ, I can't imagine him not being able to see those types of reads. So that's probably my guess as to why he's not really attacking the pick and roll and why TCU doesn't really use him in those situations a whole lot. Good deflection from Bane again. Just the same thing again. Just knowing exactly where to be. He knew that drop down pass was coming, and he was just right there. Ultimately, forces a shot clock violation on Texas Tech. And again, not a ton of shake off the dribble. We saw right there, Chris Clark did a really good job staying in front of him. And again, his moves are so deliberate that I think it almost hurts him. But off the ball, it's a totally different story. So that's why I hope whatever team drafts him utilizes him off the ball, because he's a good enough shooter from out there to warrant, and he's tall enough, where he can be used off the ball effectively. I just hope they don't try to pigeonhole him into a point guard role. So we got another foul here with free throws, so I'll skip these. So now Texas Tech has got the press going. Let's see what they do here. It's a good skip pass. And that's how you beat it. Gotta hit the three, though. But, look at Bane. So Bane was at the other end of the baseline. Was at the other baseline when we saw him. And he was, right when that shot went up, he was right at the rim. So, again, just a guy who's always hustling, always working hard. You're never going to have an attitude issue with him. Smart, 4-year player. All the intangibles check out with him. So that's something that I really like in his game, and it's not even part of his game. Good job staying attached right there, even though Ramsey kind of shook him a little bit. Here's Bane again. So again, he had the over the top pass there, but he declined it for a skip pass to the corner. Not a bad shot, or not a bad pass, but again, I'd like to see him a little bit more confident in pick and roll situations. So Texas Tech is in a zone right now, it looks like. Or some sort of matchup zone. That was just a horrible pass. Oh, they got called. Wow. I don't know about that call, but whatever. No, skip this stuff. This is right at the heat of the whole K-State Kansas brawl where DeSouza picked up a chair and tried to hit someone with it, and he got suspended 12 games, and then there was a whole thing on ESPN. That was a crazy game. And then a little, looks like an offensive foul right there. So Bane's now on Ramsey. Just look at how his head keeps moving back and forth. It's like he's watching a tennis match. So right there, again, he closed out a little bit too aggressively. He doesn't really have the speed to make up for that, and Ramsey blew right by him on the drive. Didn't really get him anywhere. But that's just something that he needs to work on, I would say. Just trying to find ways to mitigate his lack of foot speed in terms of on-ball defense. Oof, that is a beastly dunk. It's a fun one. I think Bane's out here, so I will skip ahead to 121.02 is when he comes back in. So. And there we go. So final 8 minutes here. So then he's just kind of coming off the ball, and then again, really good at just changing his pace off the ball. And that's just another insane shot. but he's good at those. I mean, he can finish through traffic. He can finish on runners and floaters. He's really a 3-level scorer, which I think it makes his appeal in the NBA really good. And right there, that's a really good defensive stance. Stayed in front well. Just got a little bit pushed off the spot. But again, moved his feet well on that play. Just jumper beat him. And here's a little Desmond Bane clip. And again, really good at elevating out of those floaters. He's used the glass on, I think, 3 of them. Yeah, again, there's another one right there. Texas Tech does turnover right there. And Moretti airball, which is rare. So again, trying to get open here off the ball. And so that's another thing I like about his game, because NBA teams can use him in a variety of ways, right? So he can be used as a movement shooter. He can be used as a secondary initiator. He can be used, I think, sparingly in the pick and roll game. So there's just a lot of boxes that Bane checks when it comes to offense. So I think he'll find a home in the NBA doing any or just one of those things. That's a nice feed from, I think that's TJ Holyfield. Oh my, spacing TCU, Jesus. God, that was just that press break was just bleach for my eyes. You got TCU ball here. Sometimes you got 3 fouls, so. Ooh. I like the idea there, but so Bane jumped in transition there. I'm not sure why, unless he was trying to take away a pass or something. That's just tough play. And here's the press again from Texas Tech. Bane, good pass right there, just advancing the ball and not losing his composure. So we got a foul here, so I'll skip ahead to whenever they play. There we go. Good screen set by Bane and popped out. That's a good shot, but again, he hesitated on that and he still got it off really fast. It almost looked like he double clutched that. That time he got a little bit lazy on defense, I would say. Didn't move his feet super well. Again, so Texas Tech is just like swamping TCU on D. Not really much going on there. I think they got a foul. Yeah. So that time being a little bit slow to recover off the screen, but he ultimately got back in time. He does have the chops to get around screens, though. He did it once really well, where he just really got low and kind of just contorted his body around the screener. I think he should probably try to do that a little bit more often. A lot of guys don't do that at all, though, so I'm happy you did it once. You got a media timeout here. Long media timeout, it looks like. You got free throws out of it, so here we go. So Bane actually did a good job on that defensively. I think a lot of people would have just tried to stop Ramsey on the drive. Bane kind of knew that he didn't really have a chance stopping the drive, so he tried to take away that baseline pass, which he did a good job of. Ramsey ultimately finished the play. But that's another intelligent decision defensively, even though it didn't work out. You got another foul. More free throws here. So Baines on Edwards looks like Tech was running horns. Another really solid deflection from Bane right there. Always just seems to be in the right spot. I'm trying to think of teams that would like really benefit from him. I feel like he's a ceiling raiser, not a floor raiser. If that makes sense. He's not going to be a guy to drag a franchise out of the mud, but I do think he's a guy that could elevate a good team into being a great team as part of the whole, you know. And so I'm just trying to think of teams. I think the Raptors would look really good on him. I'm trying to think of other teams. The Raptors, I don't know why the Raptors just popped into my mind, but they did, and I kind of really like that fit for him. They're going to be picking late in the first round, and I think he's going to be there. So Tech's pressuring again. They're down 10. Less than 2 minutes left, so this game's pretty much over. Bane still does a few good things, though. Got a charge here. I'm trying to think of other teams, though. So the Raptors, I think, I don't know. The Raptors just popped into my head, and I think that would be an awesome fit for him. I'm trying to think of, like, contending teams late in the first round that would have a role for him. Boston, I think, has too many players like Desmond Bane, so I don't know about them. Philadelphia. Oh, Philadelphia. Ooh, they need a shooter. Bane can defend well enough, and he can shoot the lights out of the ball. Philly would be awesome for Bane. Got more free throws here. Yeah, Philadelphia actually might be my pick to get him over Toronto now. They might be in too good of a spot in the draft. They might be higher than his range. But if they could somehow land him, that would be an awesome pick for them. So we got another timeout here. And Tech's just really just laying it on here. But yeah, Philadelphia and Toronto. Philadelphia especially, now that I think about them. That would fit perfectly, I think. I think the Lakers might work since they need shooters. I think Bane could provide that to them. Maybe Portland. But I want to see him be on a legit contending team. Dallas would be a nice fit. I honestly think Houston might work too, because Houston actually, I don't know, because Houston doesn't really utilize a lot of movement. And so I'm looking for, and with Bane moving off the ball is a huge deal, and I think that's why he's so good. Or at least part of the reason why I think he's so good. And so Houston, I'm not really sure that would really work out well. They just kind of pigeonhole him to the corner and then let him just, get threes off. I think we got free throws here, so we get to watch Bane shoot free throws. That's good. Houston needs a guy like Patrick Williams. A big wing defender, can shoot, catch and shoot threes. Missed that free throw. That's a shame. Knock that one down. They call a foul on that too. Jeez, this game just doesn't want to end. There we go. So Bane got trapped, passed it to the middle. Standard press break for TCU. I think he still has one more three or one more basket in him. If I remember correctly. Yep, again, that's just wide open. That's money. Yep. That's just, that's what he's going to bring. So, again, a team like Philadelphia and Desmond Bane, I think that might be a match made in heaven. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, and there's a three. Again, it's just so easy for him. The stroke is so easy. It looks effortless. You know how some guys, like Cole Anthony, it looks like he has to work for every single shot he can take. Bane, it just looks so effortless and so fluid. Final defensive possession. Let's see if anything happens here. I doubt it, but. Ooh. That was, jeez, okay. That'll end the game, so I'll pause it here and stop the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like Desmond Bane as a prospect. I think, again, he's a ceiling raiser for a good team. He's not necessarily a floor raiser. But again, he's the type of guy that you want in this draft, a guy who can come in, contribute immediately on a winning team, and just ultimately help you just fill the gaps that a contending team needs. So that's the type of role I see Desmond Bane playing in the NBA. Yeah, I really like him as a prospect. Again, 28th on my big board right now. So yeah, we'll see what happens to him on draft day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will catch you tomorrow for another breakdown. Thanks.